Face Hunter is currently the best deck you could be playing if you want to be playing the Hunter class, and the deck is sitting at a solid top tier 2 spot right now if you know how to play it. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about how you should be playing this deck, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys know what you should be doing with, as well as what to expect against Face Hunter. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Currently, this is one of the best, if not the best, iteration of Face Hunter out there, and it's a pretty standard list nowadays. Like, it doesn't really deviate much further than these perfect 28 cards. We do have a couple of cards here and there that could get replaced, like some people enjoy Gen, other people also cut Neri, but for the most part, this should be one of the best Face Hunter lists for you out there right now. The deck is obviously trying to be very aggressive and go face as much as it can, and it does have some good recovery potential with the help of the super OP card Confront the Tol'Vir, which at some point I'm definitely sure it's gonna get nerfed, but right now I wouldn't say it's the time for that because the deck is not actually that oppressive as I thought it would be. The deck is basically trying to establish a good early game board to get some decent chip damage into the opponent's face in the first few turns, and after you lose the board, which usually does happen, you're still able to actually kill the opponent with the help of your hero power, as well as the help of all of the burn spells you do have in this deck. So even if you lose the board, you still have plenty of game, but definitely concentrate on building yourself some kind of board in the first few turns so you can actually get some kind of chip damage out of it. Loading up on a bunch of 1-drops is also pretty awesome because the Confront the Tol'Vir eventually is gonna help you big time if you manage to find it, and usually you will be able to find it because you do have a decent chunk of card draw with things like Arrow Retriever as well as tracking, so that way you should be able to actually get there, and technically you could even discover it through Captain Illyria. You also have some double up potential with the help of Neri of the Creator, and this way you get to double up the stats of all of your 1-drops and also double up the effects of all of your 1-drop spells like Arcane Shot, like the Rock you get out of the Rock Skipper, the Wound Prey, heck even the Tracking gives you a couple of cards, and that can be pretty good, but usually you're not going to be able to do too much double up action with Neri unless maybe you manage to stick it as soon as turn 2 or 3 and the opponent doesn't have a way to answer it. Going through the cards themselves, we do have a couple of Arcane Shots, which are an excellent 1-drop spell to get extra repeating from the Tol'Vir, and again you get to double it up from Neri. The Quell the Ray Fletcher is also pretty awesome, and sticking this on turn 1 when you're going first allows it a hero power every turn, whereas if you are going second, you could still coin out both this and another 1-drop that doesn't generate you a card, and again you get the hero power as soon as turn 1. The Raptor Nest Nurse helps you big time with extra stuff in your hand, but this in some cases could be a problem when you're trying to pull off Quell the Ray Fletcher or you're trying to get yourself small hand for the Arrow Retriever. The Reinforcement Trailer is pretty good because it's basically better than a 1-drop, and the Elusive is pretty strong against some opponents. The Sizzling Cinder gives you a lot of extra damage, and getting repeated by the Confront the Tol'Vir can be pretty huge. Tracking helps you big time with the card draw, but don't hold on to it into your mulligan in the first few turns. You're trying to establish a board, not draw value. Wound Prey can help you go face while removing stuff from the board. Arrow Retriever helps you big time with the card draw, but you are gonna have to work for it. Don't always try to draw all 3 of the cards this guy can give. In some cases, even a single card is still more than enough, especially if the hand doesn't allow you to draw more than that. Bursting Shot can also be pretty nice, especially against all the pallies out there right now. The Precise Shot is usually not too hard to pull off for 5 damage, and you could sometimes just use it for 3 damage. You could even use it to remove stuff from the board if you really need to. The Rock Skipper helps you with a decent sized body, as well as the 1-mana 3 damage rock, which again you could be doubling up with things like Neri of the Creator or from Confront the Tol'Vir. The Sylvanas Triumph can be absolutely amazing, and if you get both copies of this, it's basically 6 damage to the opponent's face and 3 damage for all of the enemy minions for only 4 mana. Confront the Tol'Vir, you could literally be playing it as soon as turn 3 if you did something like turn 1 couple of 1-drops, turn 2 couple of 1-drops, and turn 3 you just play this. Heck, even just 3 1-drops getting repeated could be huge, and you are gonna see that in one of the games. Neri of the Creator, pretty good on tempo if it's on an empty board. The opponent is either gonna spend their entire turn dealing with it, or they're simply not gonna be able to deal with it, and you're gonna be able to double up a few 1-drop spells for you. Ranger Captain Illyria, not that amazing, but still, if you want to be amping up your Sylvanas' stuff, this would be a good thing to be playing. And discovering yourself an extra spell from Hunter usually is gonna be good, even though there's quite a few expensive spells for Hunter right now. Finding yourself something like Confront the Tol'Vir would be absolutely awesome. Ranger Sylvanas can be super huge, especially if you already played another sister first, and dealing 4 damage like that would be amazing, even though even as just 2 damage AoE could be huge against tokeny decks. And Ranger Initiate Verisa, not that amazing if we gotta be honest. Like, to be fair, you're really not gonna be getting that much value out of her, but still, for the sake of amping up the other sisters, she could be worth it on curve. And last but not least, we have a single copy of Shepherd's Crook, with which you can slap 6 damage for only 3 mana, and also get yourself some dormant sheep on the board, which in some matchups could be help, but in others it could be a problem, because it's basically gonna take up board space for a big confront the Tolvir if you have yourself plenty of 1-drops, let's say. Matchup-wise, here's what we have right now. You are gonna see some polarizing stuff, but for the most part you are pretty close to 50 or very positive. Aura Paladin, however, not gonna be your friend, most priests are not gonna be great for you, and same goes for some of the warriors, but for the most part you do have plenty of green, so you should be climbing plenty. On the coin, you are gonna be looking for your good early game minions, and people are also holding on to Verisa apparently. I don't know, personally it feels like I would not be holding on to Verisa at all. Technically speaking, yes, the sooner you play this the better in order to get yourself value, but let's not forget you're not meant to be drawing all of your cards or getting too much value. Like, you're trying to win as soon as tier 5 or 6. You're not trying to get +1 on your minions. Like, after tier 4, usually minions don't really matter too much for a deck like this, because opponents are able to handle those. So personally speaking, I think Verisa is kind of a bait of something that people hold on too much to, but if you do get lucky with a follow-up Sylvanas, well then obviously it would be great. Wound Tray could be a decent thing to hold on to, but honestly going first I would not be looking for it, and if you already have a 1-drop you could hold on to Rock Skipper, but the rest definitely not great to hold on to. On the coin, again the situation is similar. Try to get yourself all of the good 1-drop minions so you can actually tempo those out. The Rock Skipper is nice, Sylvanas can make a lot of sense, Verisa can also make some sense, especially if you already have Sylvanas in hand, but to be fair, Captain Illyria can also make just as much sense as Verisa does if you're trying to just load up on your Sylvanas. Don't get baited into holding onto Tolvir too often, only hold on to it if you already have like 3 other amazing 1-drops, and in that case you could just rip it as soon as tier 3, but in most cases you're trying to draw into this thing as soon as tier 4 or 5, so you can actually get some decent value out of it, because in other cases it's just gonna be a little bit too less. That's about it for the deck. I hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great. Now let's check out some of my games in Legend with this deck, and even though we didn't do too well with it, from Diamond to Legend the deck is still definitely pretty potent. Hope you enjoy.
Magma versus Jaina.
Careful, the cold is catching.
Looks like quite the 1-drop heavy hands. I'm down with it. Going from the Tolvir waiting room.
Silver Arrowhead. An excellent choice.
Hunter versus Mage traditionally is the easy Hunter game.
Welcome to the world. Not and loaded.
Not bad. Fucking do it again.
Silver Arrowheads. An excellent choice.
I'm trying to get even more card draw out of the arrow.
Change is coming.
Uses the coin. Can't say no against that. I'll allow it.
I smell blood.
No one drop. Rigged.
Big yawn.
Bit rigged, innit? Yeah, nobody's seeing opponents' names now. Because Hearthstone is a complete and bugless game, what do you mean? Always has been, always will be. Hearthstone be Hearthstonein'.
Out of my jungle!
Big yawn.
Anti-bat. Let's try and fuck him up with Neri. Should be good. We're gonna have 6 damage from hand. So probably not lethal, but nothing a top deck or arcane shit can't fix. If one of these lives, he dead. I have the funniest feeling one of these lives. Ever since I was a little boy. He's got a gun! 1 damage is all I really need. All I really need is... Wait. Did I maffant? Apparently I maffant, guys. It's come to my attention I've maffant. I don't think he's at 11. He was at 12, damn it. Let's see. Gonna be able to heal that? That was still the play, I think. Hero powering would have been okay, but I think that was still the play, wasn't it? That's the thing with hunters, we're very quick at math. Sometimes even correct at it too.
Time runs out on me.
Looks like a GG to me. As traditional mage games go. He did the thing, but he didn't do the thing quick enough. That was silly of him. You don't even get a free whack at it, too. Only some sweaty tryhards are gonna be trying right now. Is there even a special reward doing 12 there, or just a whole lot of nothing? I think it's a full tossage in it against the dick. Not ideal. Just packs. Just what we needed. Okay, that's alright. that case... Next turn I'll have to put my spectacles on, more like skepticals. I don't think I'm gonna wait for Neri to double this chat up. I'll probably tempo Neri next turn, but I think I'd rather get the extra damage out of precise shot or some. Keep the hand small. Problem with this weapon is he will be able to get Neri easily. But he's probably gonna have to spend his whole turn doing that, so I think I'm not gonna be losing too much sleep over it. What are these class sets people speak of? What is that even?
Pleasure of fool. I have but little time.
Also, where'd you heard of it? Not hero powering there felt weird. I'm just gonna temp what, bruh. Gonna temp poo poo it. Fascinating. Can just precise shit on it, or not. That's lame. Well, that sucks. Well, that sucks. Heals back to full, basically. Fun stuff.
Welcome to the world.
That's not too bad. When?
My blood for the Lich King. Welcome to the world.
One shot, one kill.
It's gone.
God damn it, dude. Doesn't have that many corpses, but still. That ain't too bad at all. I should have just killed the leech there, didn't I? That was silly. Can I has confront Tolvir though? Confronting Tolvir would be something I'm very passionate about right now.
Cooking up something special.
I have some fighting words for Tolvir, what can I say? Why the fuck you trade, bro? His health is gonna be 6 total. So him lifestealing is not that big a deal. That's a card, at least it gives me some. Precise shot out the top would be lethal. Tolvir probably, tracking would be okay. He gets definitely more screwed. Can we top deck the thing? Close. Yes, Deathwing, it's death over. I cannot believe it took you this long, my guy. Like, imagine taking that long to play that. Something else. Some next level dumbassery, that one.
Magma versus Arthas.
Just the belly. Okay, this looks alright.
Silver arrowheads.
Getting near every single game but never seeing a single Sylvanas sister definitely feels like statistics to me.
The light dims, but we fight.
Welcome to the world.
Silver arrowheads. Not excellent and loaded.
Finally. go like this. Let's hope he doesn't have free damage AoE. Even if he doesn't clear Neri though. Sure, bro. Of course you did. Of course you did.
Welcome to the world.
Well, I have Kindred active for this. For good or bad. He goes 3 damage AoE or some. Or 4. Next turn he does have his thing ready. I don't care.
Big yawn.
Knocked and loaded and loaded.
I think I'd still rather open it up though.
Calling for reinforcements.
Figure it out, chat. Took him a while. Already swung, my guy.
I must act now.
Nice miss. Excuse me, miss. Piece of shit.
Sisters, my instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
There you go.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down our foes.
And loaded.
For some reason this guy refused to cooperate. This surely should get him involved in my cause, even though there's no real damage in here. No card draw. A little bit of card generation-ish. Bit late for that. Oh, poor bastard has aura on the number 2 card. Poor bastard bitch. Not dead on board, but he's dead in my heart. I mean, no, he is dead on board. What am I talking about?
Let none survive.
Knocked and loaded.
Let none
What am I talking about, Chief?
Magmar versus Illidan.
Now!
Against Demon Hunter. We're not happy against this matchup, I think. Not the best hand either, aside from this.
Either the Legion dies, or I die with it!
Far from ideal, I can tell that much. Zero to shitty, real fucking fast. Having 2 arrow retrievers definitely sums it up. This precise shot ain't precise in shit, dude. I'm just gonna tempo out a retriever, man. It ain't gonna work like that. Gotta spend that mana. The rushers are nasty, but good thing I have bursting shit. Shit's about to go burst. It got nice and bursty. 1 drop off the top would be lovely. A Quelled Array Fetcher would be best. But even if I don't think I'm gonna be retrieving, we'll see. We'll see. Good news is he's also not doing all that much. I'll allow it. That's good. I'll just do this for now. We're happy it's dead. No lifesteal target for him. That's annoying, but we're not expecting to stick damage anyway. Oh, look at that. Oh, are you fucking kidding me right now, Chief? Are you fucking kidding me right now, Chief? That's diabolical. That is downright diabolical.
Welcome to the world.
Random, by the way. Of fucking course. My kingdom for a horse. Get the lifesteal dog, right? Force my shit into that shit. Hero's immune. Good! Wait, what? How'd you got both of them down to 0? Oh, your next demon. Oh my goodness, hilarious. This kinda helps, but not enough. Confront the Tol'Vir kinda helps. Shit is fucked. That's just great. That's just perfect.
Welcome to the
Quarter
world.
for traitors.
Fuck that guy in particular. Yeah, fuck me in particular. Damn, son. Yeah, good job, idiot. You figured it out, didn't you?
Magma versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Against the Pelele, kind of like Sylvanas against the Pally, especially with a 1-drop. Oh, double shot. Double Scheisse.
No quarter for traitors.
Well, fuck me sideways then.
The light dims, but we fight.
So that's how that one's gonna go.
Reporting for duty.
Tempo, man.
Reporting for duty.
Sylvanas words. Ooh, look at that.
Silver arrowhead and excellent choice.
Ram King, to me.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down.
Bye, Belly. Bye, Belly. Bit late for that, isn't it? Oh wow, he's actually not even the fast kind. What are the odds of this, guys?
Sisters, my instinct shall
Sisters.
down our
Yeah, thanks. Yes, what I thought. Against the fellow Huntard.
Versus Rexa.
Begin.
I like that. Going second, that's always amazing. Well, these cards actually might help in this particular case. Wouldn't hold on to them in the mulligan, but not the worst thing in the world to get.
Silver arrowheads and excellent choice.
And we're off to the face races.
Silver arrowheads and excellent choice.
Quarter for traitors.
You like getting over Neri? Perhaps.
Silver arrowheads and excellent choice.
No quarter for traitors.
Let's get lucky. Close.
Knocked and loaded.
Ram King, to me.
think I'd rather start smacking with this. This thing can die, but this one's gone now. These sheep might end up being somewhat impactful, or just collateral damage for Sylvanas or her Triumph. Precisely. We racing now. We professional racists over here. Double Triumph is gonna be lit.
Sisters, my instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
This one's alright. Although this one also makes a good amount of sense. I think I like this one better for next turn especially.
Welcome to the world.
That's kind of good. The double Triumph though, it has the real nutty part. Hill. Well, good news is double Triumph works good.
Silver arrowheads, an excellent choice.
Okay, let's see how that go. Double the Triumph, double the fun.
Sisters, my arrow.
It's only 2 damage. Deja boo boo. Didn't want to play that card before this thing last turn, so it must be something trash. I'll keep it. It's gonna be close.
Our curse is our salvation.
Burrow. Can't make this shit up, right, Hearthstone? Nice top deck. That was literally the only top deck that killed me in that particular case. Fun. Fun. I mean, I get it. We're going second. We're supposed to lose, but do you gotta make it that obvious, Hearthstone? Did you have to make it that obvious, though?